How are you?
I'm good.
Okay. Are you ready for a speech?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Bernadette, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon us all. Salve, Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, greetings of goodness. First of all, I would like to say good evening to the fellow participants who I respect, to the audience whom I love, and lastly to the honorable judges. Let us thank to the kindness of God because of His grace that all of us can gather at this place safe and sound. Before I begin to talk about the main part of my speech, there is a saying that goes, do not know, then do not love. Therefore, I would like to introduce myself. I am Bernadette Aurel, one of the representatives from St. Anolus Jansen Senior High School Kupang. And today, I would like to talk about East Nusa Tenggara Province exotic tourism's driver of locals' economy. Indonesia is built by 17,000 islands or maybe more, and each island has their own beauty and secrets just waiting to be told to the world wide. In fact, it is so common that we don't need to think of a far region. This gift can also be found in our own province, East Nusa Tenggara. Not only do we get the beautiful sceneries, it also gives us as the locals so many potential, especially in the economic field, reminding us that the East Nusa Tenggara province got the third place for the poorest province amongst the other 37, even though we are rich in resources. According to the Central Bureau of Statistics of East Nusa Tenggara province, there are 1,637 exotic tourism areas. There is so many beautiful places you can visit, but for my speech, I would like to use one area to be our example today, namely the Crystal Cave at Bolok, New Kupang District. The Crystal Cave is a type of cave that has a natural pool of clear water with a slight gradient of dark and light blue. The walls is built with mixture of karst rocks that contains limestones. This specific element is the reason why this cave lived up to its name. When the sunlight reaches the walls inside of the cave, it will shine and sparkles just like crystals. This happens because of the property that the limestones have, which can reflect the light. Not only that, the Crystal Cave is also well known by its cleanliness and how there is no trash inside. Although the size of this cave is around 10 times 3 meters, the pool water has a depth of 8 meters deep and still connects to the sea, so it is an ideal place for someone who wants to have an underwater cave adventure. Although the explanations I just gave you is quite interesting, there are still some points and facilities that the governments need to take note of, such as the safety at this place. When you arrive at the parking lot, you still have to go through a 150 meters pathway to get to the cave mouth. So, I think it'll be a good idea to install some fences along the pathway to decrease the danger rate. But I'm not asking to create any kind of shortcut because one, it will cost us a lot of money to do so. And two, while walking through the pathway, we can admire the nature around it. They say that beauty is all that matters. But when I'm doing some research about the Crystal Cave and other tourism areas, the main thing that people are concerned about whether the safety at that place is guaranteed or not. So I'm giving you this speech as a suggestion. If you want to build our locals' economy by combining it with the resources we already have, such as exotic tourism areas, then don't just focus on one place, but also on the others. These places may have a difference in each of their magnitudes of income, but they have their own worth that you cannot find anywhere else. This is also the reason why I chose to speak about the Crystal Cave and not the big spots like the Komodo Island or the three-color lake of Kalimutu. These places have the same potential on becoming a great spot for tourism, but they just lack the attentions needed from the government. We do have the resources. All we need is some patience and courage on managing it. So, let us use these resources wisely to build a better economy for all of us to live in and bring greatness as much as we can to our beloved province. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to an end of my speech. I hope that with this, I could bring inspirations and motivations to all of you. That is all from me. Thank you for the attention.
Big applause for Bernadette Aurelia Tena.
Yeah, do you believe that tourism sector can increase local economy activity?
Well, personally, I think we can increase, but I heard from the governments themselves said that we can increase the local economy by combining it with the tourism areas, because why not? Indonesia has so many of it, so why can't we use it to get our local economy higher?
All right. How long have you been speaking English, and what did you do to prepare for this?
Okay, I speak English from when I was little. It started with a cartoon show, and then I took interest of it because English is a universal language and it unites all the humans in this planet that use many different languages. I prepared this speech by first I thought I could build this structure from Bahasa Indonesia, but I ran out of time, so I built it straight from English, and then I memorized it from scratch. I memorized it and again until I could get it right.
Big applause again for Bernadette, Aurel, and Dana. You did a wonderful speech today. Thank you so much.